Hey folks, this is Keough with a new training video for you, and this is going to be my squat session from yesterday. And I have changed from this mesocycle versus last mesocycle. I'm going to be squatting 3 days a week as opposed to twice a week. One day will be a box squat day, and the other two will be back squat days. The one's going to be a heavier belted day, which is this one right here, and the other is going to be a lighter beltless day in which I'll accumulate more volume, and that's the session that I'm doing today. You're going to see 350 for 4 sets of 5, and then you're going to see 350 for a set of 8. These felt better than my squat certainly did last week, and the intensity and the exertion is now starting to really ramp up. I wouldn't say that these were difficult sets, but this is harder and more challenging than what I've put myself through since my last meet. So over the course of those 6 weeks, I've been building up to this. I am getting to the point at which I was at prior to the last meet, training for the last meet, in which I was doing work sets like this. I'm starting to get back to that point now. I get a lot of comments on my YouTube video, my YouTube squat videos from last week about bar dip and about asymmetry with my right side versus my left side, and I really took it to heart because I can continue to go in and squat the way I was squatting and break down like that, and I can certainly grind out reps that way, or I can really try and do something about it. And so this session of focus of mine was really on trying to, number one, keep that right side from dipping, and number two, keep that right side from coming forward. And I think I was very successful on the first count and more successful on the second one. So I am making good technical progress as well as good progress in my strength and in the total amount of volume and the total amount of intensity that I'm training with. And so ultimately for me, that's about as good as I could hope for. That's I was really pleased with this session. 350 for a set of 5 was a top set for me as of a few weeks ago, and now I'm doing it for sets and doing it pretty well for sets. I certainly didn't feel like I was working towards failure or near failure with any of these sets, and that makes me really happy. A couple of other things, I guess, before I let you folks go. The first thing is I've been thinking a lot about my July meet and where that July meet is going to be. And if you don't know Iowa, there are a few federations in Iowa. There's NASA, which I'm a member of. There's the UPA, which is famous for having the Lilliebridge family. There's also the USAPL, which has recently come back to Iowa. And so I've been thinking seriously about the meet I'm going to do for July, and I'm strongly considering doing the UPA meet and moving away from NASA for the first time. And NASA is a great federation. I've really enjoyed being there. But at this point, I think it would be good for me to try another federation, try a meet that caters more towards lifters who are trying to hit certain totals, who are trying to do as well as possible, who are trying to be competitive at a larger scale. The focus of NASA seems to be more on introducing new lifters to the sport, creating an inclusive environment, and I really like that, but I think for me it will be better to try this UPA meet, so it's something that I'm thinking about right now. I'd be competing July 20th, which I think would give me 1 extra week on my training, but that would work out just fine. Anyway, I have more information for you, but I'm going to leave it until another time because I'm running out of footage here. Keep checking in. I will have more videos for you very soon.